Right now on Live at 4, the backroom wheeling and dealing is done. Now it's time for a public sales pitch as state and local leaders have a plan in place to make a new Bucks Arena a reality in Milwaukee. This arena will cost $500 million, but the payoff could be huge for both Milwaukee and Wisconsin.
It's expected to spur job growth and transform Milwaukee's downtown as we know it.
Charles Benson live in the newsroom. You were listening in on the rollout for this spending plan. Charles, break it down for us.
Yeah, big development today. The Bucks Arena plan is now out behind closed doors after months of negotiations. Now it's time to sell the plan, but will the public buy it? Clearly, the theme from supporters of a new arena, the theme is it's cheaper to keep them. In fact, Governor Walker just said minutes ago it will cost more to do nothing.
It's $419 million is the cost of doing nothing. Not a very good alternative versus right now what we're talking about with a new arena plan just for the state alone, the impact would be capped out at $80 million.
Now, as we've been reporting for several days, it's a 50-50 plan between the team and taxpayers. Each will spend $250 million for a new Bucks home. Supporters argue the cost of helping the team is better than letting the team leave. For starters, the team and the NBA bring in millions of tax dollars to the state in player and staff salaries. That number is expected to go up in the future, but if the team leaves, the number goes to zero. Mayor Barrett calls the plan responsible. County Executive Abele says it will spark downtown economic development.
The potential upside is larger than we have had for downtown in terms of economic development ever. And yes, people should worry about being clear and enforcing and ensuring and continuing to work that we get every dime of return we can out of this investment.
We have to make sure that this gets done. And we have to make sure that this gets done in a way that's fair to you. And what we have done up to this point, and obviously there are more steps along the way, is presented a package that I think is responsible to the taxpayers of this state.
So today is the new beginning for the Bucks Arena. Clearly, you saw with the city, state, and the county leaders all there that they have a plan, they have a concept, they have a structure on how to get this done. What they need to do now, and what has begun, is the selling of the idea to get more people to buy into this, not only taxpayers, but lawmakers who still have to vote on this. And in the Senate, there is trouble because some Republicans are not willing just yet to buy into this plan. There is still time. As with anything in these types of deals, a lot of politics is involved, a lot of PR will be involved, and we're about to see that war begin. Steve and Shannon?
Charles, we're hearing three different avenues that could be taken to get the legislature to take this up. Obviously, the first one was fold this into the budget, which is going to sail through with a Republican majority. There's a couple of other paths here. Can you explain those for us? Well, how this could get done?
It gets tricky on how, it could be taken out completely of the budget, and that would then broaden the base on it, because some Republicans are saying, look, we know Democrats are not going to vote for the budget because there are other things in the budget they don't like. So Democrats won't join in on that. Republicans hold majorities in the Assembly and the Senate, so they feel like they can get the job done. But Republicans are saying, look, if I'm going to support this, I want some Democrats to support this. To get that, you pull it out of the budget and then try to see if you can win over some Democrats who might support this idea, the Bucks Arena, but not the budget. And that's where the politics comes in play there. You saw Senator Fitzgerald. He's one of the key members who has to try to get his members together on this. Robin Vos, as well, as the Speaker in the Assembly, trying to get everybody together. That part is unclear, how this will move its way through the state legislature.
All right. Thank you, Charles. I think the cap at $250,000, though, will be a great selling point for both the Democrats and the Republicans.
$250 million, and any overruns would be picked up by the Bucks.
All right. Thanks, Charles.